Okay.
G'day guys, Cameron from Land HQ John Deere. We want to do a run through as A to Z of our compact construction range that we now have, part of our Ag and Turf range of Land HQ. So we're just out here on site today just to run through all the machines, give you a bit of an overview. If you've got any comments or any questions, please comment below and we'll try and answer them as quickly as we can, or get back to you after this live stream. So let's have a look at some of our machines. We have two excavators, a 1.8 tonner and a 3.6 ton, and then we have a choice of up to 12 skid steers and compact track loaders. And today we've just got a handful of them on site that we wanted to just highlight for everyone today. So let's have a look at the 1.8 tonner first, a little baby. So a 1.8 tonner tracks in there about 990mm wide. The tracks extend for when you're operating to 1300, and we've got our little dozer blade there, which is also adjustable. Demonstrate if it's not too hard on the ground. Oh no, it's too far down. We won't do that yet. So the machine is got a 13.5 horsepower machine. Sorry, 18.5 horsepower on the 1.8. The operating weight is actually 1,836 kilos. It's a very powerful and stable machine. Has to be one of the most sturdy in its class, and it actually compares more with a 2-ton excavator because of the boom that John Deere has, the boom and the arms that John Deere has fitted to the machine. So our max reach is just under 3.9 metres from the centre line, and our max digging depth is a little bit over 2.3 tonne from ground level. And to boost that, it will lift about 900 kilos at 2 metres from the centre line. So it's a real sturdy, compact machine, and we just love it. The next machine we've got is our 3.6 tonner. So again, John Deere has fitted a very large arm to this machine, so we get really good stability, really good power, great digging depth and force. So this machine's about just under 30 horsepower on the 3.6 tonner. Our operating weight, again, it's more than 3.6. It's 3,718 kilos. And on the arm, we have class leading reach and stability. Our max reach on the arm is 5.5 metres, and the max digging depth is at 3.2 metres. And again, this machine will lift about 1.4 tonne, about 3 metres from the centre line. We have two options in the 3.6 tonner. We have an open canopy and the enclosed cab, which this machine is. I might just demonstrate some of the cab features. just open up just lift up our window, just so that you can hear me a little bit better. We've got the 4-way opening window, so we have full open cab now, and excellent visibility, and plenty of airflow, although there is aircon in this machine, so which keeps it up on a hot day like today. The enclosed, or the cabin 3.6 tonner is fitted with primary and secondary auxiliaries, hydraulics, and this one is all set up ready for a hydraulic hitch to be fitted. And yes, let's have a look at, squeeze out. Okay, so we'll have a look at our skid steers. So in the wheeled skid steer machines, our little baby entry level is our 314G. It's our 50 horsepower vertical lift machine, rated operating capacity to 799 kilos. Now this machine is a mechanical link steering with foot pedal operation. And on the 314G, so with John Deere, the 3 represents the skids, or compact skid steer and track loader range. That middle number, the 1, is the frame size. So anything with a 1 is our small frame, our 2s are our mid frame, and then our 3 is our large frame. And then the final number represents whether or not it is wheeled. So even numbers are wheeled and odd numbers are tracked. So this has got a width about 1.6 meters with that Norm Engineering bucket on it. And the height to the hinge pin on the 314G is about just over 3 meters. It's 30 and 50 millimeters. Really large cab on that, really wide entry point. And again, it's a hail back to the traditional mechanical steering with foot pedal controls for our buckets. Do we want to have a look at the engine? Swing around for the... All the John Deere construction equipment, we're running the Yanmar engines. And the great thing about what John Deere's done is they've remote mounted all the filters on these machines. So regardless of whether it's a swing out door like our small frame, or they lift up and the panels remove on our mid and large frame, they've remote mounted all the filters, so it's nice and easy to get to. And like I said, partnered with Yanmar to running all Yanmar engine gear and hydraulics. Simple as that. Close it up. Nice tidy little package. So 314 and 317s run a very similar, well, they're the same frame size. We'll have a look at the 317G, which is our 65 horsepower compact track loader. And that is an enclosed cab aircon with electric over hydraulic steering. Vertical lift again. The 317G's got a really large 965 kilo rated operating capacity. So what that actually means is its tipping load. That rated operating capacity is 30% of its tipping load. So its tipping load is actually just over 2.7 tonne. So you won't lift the rear idlers off the ground until you hit 2.7 tonne in that bucket. So really, for a small machine, it's one of the narrowest and shortest in its class. It's got one of the biggest rated operating capacities in its class. Really strong little machine. So again, a large cab size. This has got the enclosed cab with aircon, with a swing out door on these. And jumping in, these machines have got the anti-theft, so it has a push button start and all push button controls. I don't know if you can get up in there, Courtney, but so a start button just there, and we can enable anti-theft on those so that you get a lockout code. This one's fitted with a 320mm tracks, and so the Norm Engineering bucket we've got on this one, it's about 1.8 metres wide. And again, not sure if I mentioned it, but vertical lift machine, so really great lifting capacity on that one. Then we'll step up to our 320G, which is the first of our mid-frame machines in the wheeled skid. And this machine's got 69 horsepower. Again, Yanmar engine, but really large cross-section boom. So it just makes that breakout force really, considerably amount larger than our competitors on our mid and large frame machines. All our machines have got the connect under pressure hydraulic couplings, and they've also got our 3 and 14 pin attachments for running bigger attachments that require multiple auxiliary lines. Again, it's an enclosed cab with aircon. The mid-frame machines are fitted with, again, anti-theft, and to control, one of the options on the mid and large frame machines on our sealed switch module, which is what they call that push button start, is our ride control. And so that just dampens out all the load, all the bounces when you're carrying a load. Even when you're not carrying a load, if you're driving along, just dampens that boom arm. And it has also got our transmission speed setting and also our hydraulic bucket control speed settings on those ones. That's available in both our mid and large frame machines. Really good feature, especially for controlling ride comfort. Then we step up to, we've got our 331G here today, which is our large frame machine. Actually, we didn't mention on our 320G, sorry Courtney, our rated operating capacity is 944 kilos. So very similar to the 317G, but because the rated operating capacity on wheeled machines is worked out at 50% of the tipping load. So our tipping load on that is a little bit lighter at just over 1.9 tonne. And that machine weight is about 3.2 tonne on the 320G. So nice light machine, fits in a lot of trucks and plenty of performance. So the 331G is the first of our compact track loader machines in the large frame. And this is a 90 horsepower vertical lift compact track loader. The rated operating capacity is 1.4 tonne. And on our 333G, which we don't have here today, the 100 horsepower machine, our rated operating capacity on that is 1.7 tonne. So what that means is on this 331, the tipping load is just over 4 tonne. The machine weight is just over 5.3 tonne. And this machine's got class leading torque at 382 newton meters. There's no other machine in this size and kind of comparison that beats it in terms of its rated operating capacity, its stability, its pushing power, and that goes with our 333G as well. They're just real strong pushing machines. So the 331 here is fitted with 450mm tracks, and so we fitted a loader style Norm Engineering bucket on this, and that's at about 2.15 meters wide. On that, again, it's electric over hydraulic controls. It has the anti-theft with ride control and speed, transmission, and bucket speed settings. Again, it's our large frame machine, so it's a little bit bigger. There's a little bit more room in it than the mid frame, but same, very similar design in that large cross-section boom. Just delivers lots of breakout force to those front arms and those buckets. All right, I might just jump in just to show you how much room we've actually got. You can see it's one of our largest size cabins out there on the market, where we're pretty happy with it, with the swing out door. Machine's fitted with reversing camera, and on this we've also got optional creep mode on the 331G. This is running high flow hydraulics. It's about 138 litres a minute on the 90 horsepower, and again it steps up a little bit higher on the 333G. So I think we're just going to do some demo here on site with some of the guys. They just want some of the soil loaded in the truck, so we're going to have just a little bit of a play around. Let's see if we can help them out, save them burning up their machines. Is that good? Is Ali good to go? happy with that?
Yeah, you know that over there, the road, if you are, doing a road work or something.
Oh yeah.
That area.